May 25, 1982. For Argentine A, for Skyhawk jets scream across the South Atlantic, skimming just feet above the crashing waves. Their mission: destroy 2 British warships defending the Falkland Islands. Captain Pablo Carballo leads his pilots into what could be a suicide run. Their planes are outdated, barely holding together, loaded with bombs that may or may not work. But they have no choice. Argentina has seized the islands, and these British ships stand in their way. The Skyhawks fly dangerously low, using the terrain to hide from enemy radar. One wrong move, one moment too high, and they'll be lit up on British screens and blown out of the sky by advanced missile systems. On board HMS Coventry, Captain David Hartdyke receives a warning. Argentine planes are airborne. For contacts appear on radar, closing fast. Alarms scream across both British ships. The deadly Sea Dart missiles rotate, ready to fire. But then, the contacts vanish. The Skyhawks have dropped below Pebble Island, invisible to radar. Hartdyke's worst fear is realized. The island is too close. His missiles have a minimum range. If the enemy comes in low and fast, he might only get one shot. 10 nautical miles out, Carballo spots the British ships. No radar, no warning systems, just his eyes and his guts. He gives the order: attack. The 2 lead Skyhawks accelerate to maximum speed, racing across the water. Sea spray covers Carballo's canopy as he flies so low the waves nearly touch his plane. On Coventry, the radar picks them up again. But the Sea Dart missiles can't lock on. The planes are too low, too fast. Hartdyke makes a split-second decision. Fire anyway. The missiles launch in a blaze of smoke, but they streak off into empty air, losing track of the low-flying targets. Now it's up to HMS Broadsword and her Seawolf missiles, designed for close combat. The crew gets a lock, but as the Skyhawks barrel in, the radar sees them as one aircraft. Then they split and the targeting system crashes. The missiles go dead. Carballo sees the tracers. British deck guns open fire. Machine guns join in. Sailors across the deck fire rifles in desperation. Shells splash into the ocean around him, getting closer. He's not going to make it. He switches targets, pulling away from Coventry toward Broadsword. His wingman follows. They release their 1,000-pound bombs. The massive explosives skip across the water like stones. One slams into Broadsword's hull, punches through the deck, and tumbles out the other side without exploding. But the fight isn't over. 2 more Skyhawks roar in behind them. Lieutenant Mariano Velasco and Ensign Jorge Barrionuevo carry smaller, but more reliable bombs. Hartdyke orders an emergency turn. Coventry's Sea Darts fire again. The missile rockets out, but Velasco drops even lower. The missile loses lock and flies away harmlessly. Broadsword desperately reboots her missile systems. Screams flicker to life. They get a lock. But then, Coventry sails directly into the line of fire, blocking the shot. There's no time to adjust. On Coventry, every gun opens fire. The main cannon, the anti-aircraft guns. But the sights are misaligned. The guns jam. Sailors fire their rifles uselessly as the Skyhawks close in. Velasco sees the ship fill his vision. He squeezes the trigger. His 20mm cannons shred the deck. Then he releases his bombs. 2 hollow thuds echo through the ship. For a moment, nothing happens. Men start to rise, confused. Then the bombs detonate. 2 massive explosions rip through HMS Coventry. One under the bridge, blowing a hole in the hull. The other in the engine room, killing power and starting a raging fire. Smoke pours from the ship as it begins to list. Hartdyke staggers through the wreckage. Screams fill the air. The intercom is dead. He makes his way to the deck and finds his crew executing a perfect evacuation. They trained for this. They're saving each other. Hartdyke sits on the tilting hull, dazed and wounded, as his men abandon ship. When everyone is off, he's the last man aboard. He takes one final look at his command and steps into the last life raft. HMS Broadsword and rescue helicopters pull 170 survivors from the freezing water, but 90 men never made it out. All 4 Argentine pilots returned to base victorious. They had won the battle, but it wouldn't be enough to win the war.